It's your boy Ian Kai. Back here again, we're in a little video, little reaction. As I usually say, I'm not gonna talk anymore, so let's go.
So what is a woman?
Why do you ask that question?
I just really like to know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
I asked you a question, and you're gonna answer my question by asking another question. Right? A basic definition, you can't even do that.
Well, I'm asking. That's why I came to a college professor who's this is what you do.
What other kinds of answers have you gotten?
A lot of like this, where you're not answering, and I've gotten a lot of that. So
I think it's interesting that you say that some of the people you've interviewed have been reluctant to answer it, and I think that has a lot to do with the questions that preceded it, and the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
how have I conducted myself?
How do you think you've conducted yourself?
You just really don't want to answer the questions, do you?
I came today very willing and enthusiastic about answering questions about women's and gender sexuality studies, which is the work that I do.
You wanted to answer questions about women's studies, and so shouldn't the first answer you should be able to provide is what exactly is a woman?
Well, for me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are
This is a college professor. Students are learning from this type of person who can't even answer a simple question as to what is a woman. His answer was, a woman is anyone who identifies as a woman. What? That didn't answer the question. That's like me saying, what is a remote? A remote is anything you say a remote is. What? These are qualified teachers who are teaching people. Yeah, the world is wow. But before we continue, like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment down below. I reply to all comments. So if you comment down below, I'm going to reply to you. So get liking, get subscribing, and get commenting on the video. But let's keep going.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is that?
As a woman.
Do you know what a circular definition is?
I do.
It's sort of like what you're doing right now, where a woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're seeking what we would call in my field of work an essentialist definition of gender. I think it sounds like you would like me to give you a set of biological or cultural characteristics that are associated with one gender or the other.
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
Yeah, and I gave you...
A woman has its own duty, and a man has its own duty, and a lady cannot do the duty of a man, and a man cannot do a duty of a woman.
That's a good not necessarily definition, but distinguishing that men and women are different. And what women do, men can't do, and what men do, women can't do.
Can a man become a woman?
No.
No?
No.
What about a transgender?
Te?
Transgender?
No.
No?
It will look like if you want to become a lady but you're a man, you have something wrong in your mind. Something wrong in your family, something wrong in you.
What about if someone was non-binary?
Come again?
Non-binary? Do you know, like someone is
you're not a woman, you're not a man.
yeah, someone is neither. There's something else. Is that?
He's saying we have never seen things like those. For a man, he has a penis. For a woman, he has a vagina. So we know this is a lady, this is a man.
What if it's a woman with a penis?
Both.
Is that? People are laughing. Is that a dumb question?
I'm not surprised as to why they're laughing. It's a very dumb things to even be speaking about. But for some reason, here we are talking about whether a man can be a woman and a woman could be a man, and whether also you can identify as neither man nor female.
Let's say if you want to sleep a woman, definitely you'll do sex.
Sex with a woman. Yep.
And you the vagina, is it? But for the man, where do you You ask that question.
I don't know all the logistics of it. Based on what I'm saying, would you ever want to move to America?
They say no.
Dr. Marcy Bowers, first of all, thanks for talking to us.
My pleasure.
So you're a world-renowned gynecologist and surgeon. You're also a transgender woman. Can you tell me a little bit about...
Well, I mean, I identify as a woman, but...
You're a woman, right.
I'm a woman with... I mean, that's my life, day to day, but I have a transgender history.
But what is a woman?
That is tough. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have known this. If this person didn't speak and I walked past this person on the street, I would have thought this is a woman.
A woman is a, you know, it's a combination of your physical attributes and then what you're showing to the world and the gender clues that you give. And hopefully those match your gender identity.
The critics on the other side of this, of this issue.
There aren't many, but go ahead.
There aren't many who would disagree with what you're saying about...
Well, you know, the dinosaurs of the world are certainly out there. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of people in the trans-abled community. These
people who disagree with you are the dinosaurs of the world. Interesting. When the trans community are the real dinosaurs of the world and the ones who make up of... Do they even make up of 1% of the American population? But the ones who disagree with you, they're the dinosaurs of the world. Makes sense.
These are people who are physically able-bodied but feel like they should be disabled or identify as such. For example, a man who has 2 arms but feels like he should have 1. If a man in this kind of marginalized community went to the doctor and said, I want to have my arm cut off, do you think that...
That doesn't have anything to do with gender identity.
Well, it's someone's self-identity, how someone identifies.
That's someone who has and I'll accept it as a mental diagnosis, a psychiatric condition. I don't even pretend to know what aptomenophilia is all about.
You've got to be kidding me. The person who wants to chop their arm off because they feel like they don't need their arm, he has a mental illness. But the person who chops their genitals off, perfectly fine. Yeah. Man, the world is, wow, it's going crazier and crazier as the days go by. But anyway, that was the video, another reaction. As I usually say, like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment down below. As I usually say, I reply to all comments, so comment down below and I'll reply. Follow me on Instagram at Yinka That Guy, and we out.